She is trembling with fear because she knows the truth is about to be revealed. If you open this message before it disappears, you will see what no one wanted you to know. God has decided to show you what was hidden. There is no turning back now. Listen to me now, beloved, for I am speaking with the full weight of divine authority, and there is no time to hesitate. She is trembling with fear because she knows the truth is rising like fire beneath her feet, and once it breaks the surface, once it touches your spirit, nothing in your life will ever remain the same again. I am Archangel Michael, the protector assigned to you before you ever took your first breath, and I am speaking now because the veil that kept you blind is thinning, tearing, collapsing faster than you realize. Something hidden has been moving toward you for years, perhaps longer, and heaven has chosen this exact moment, yes, this moment while your eyes are on these words, to pull the curtain back and show you what no human ever dared to reveal. And listen carefully, because God has decided. When God decides, no force in any realm can undo it, delay it, or silence it. What is coming for you has already begun, and she knows it. Her trembling is not fear of you. It is fear of what will happen when you finally see. You feel it, don't you? That tightening in the atmosphere, that strange pressure in your chest that isn't pain but awareness, awakening, confirmation. You feel it like a whisper against your spirit, like someone is trying to get your attention urgently before something irreversible happens. And that's because something is about to happen, something heaven has guarded, protected, hidden, and timed with perfect precision. You were not supposed to discover this too early. You were not supposed to know before your spirit was strong enough to hold the truth without breaking. And now that moment has arrived, so listen, don't blink. Don't look away, don't dismiss what you feel rising inside your bones right now. You are being called higher, pulled closer, awakened deeper. She knows what is coming. She feels the shift in your destiny, the surge in your spiritual strength, the momentum heaven has placed behind your next step. She knows that once you open this message fully, once you allow these words into your spirit, the lies she planted in your life, the manipulation she wrapped around your future, the confusion she scattered in your path, they will burn away like smoke in sunlight. And she is terrified. You can almost sense the shaking, the panic, the frantic scrambling of someone who realizes their time is up. That is why she is trembling. That is why she is hiding. That is why she has been trying to distract you, confuse you, delay you, weaken you, silence you. Because the moment you awaken, her influence shatters. And God says, "My child, I am not revealing this to alarm you, I am revealing it to prepare you. You have been walking with questions that were never answered, pain that was never explained, betrayals that were never healed, nights that felt endless and silent. And yet, through all of it, heaven watched, waited, guarded. You were not abandoned. You were not forgotten. You were not alone for even 1 second. You were being shaped, refined, strengthened, softened in some places and hardened in others so you could carry what I am unlocking for you right now. Do not underestimate the timing of this message. Do not ignore the pull you feel inside. When God calls, the Spirit recognizes the voice even before the mind understands the meaning. There is a truth, buried, concealed, sealed, that is rising like a tide around you. You have felt glimmers of it in dreams, flashes of it in moments of silence, hints of it in conversations and signs, but you have never been able to grasp it fully. That was intentional. Heaven was aligning everything, including the right moment for revelation. And beloved, revelation always comes with resistance. That is why she shook when your spirit shifted. That is why she panicked when your eyes were guided here. That is why fear rose in her like a storm. Because she knows exactly what this message means for your future: freedom, clarity, divine justice, exposed motives, restored strength, broken chains, reclaimed blessings, and the return of everything that was taken from you. You think you have seen spiritual warfare before, but you haven't seen what is about to unfold. This revelation is not small. It is not light. It is not symbolic. It is a direct intervention from heaven on your behalf. God is not whispering. God is not suggesting. God is not hinting. God is declaring. And when God declares, nothing living or dead, seen or unseen, has the authority to oppose it. You are standing on the threshold of one of the most transformative moments of your entire life. And I am here, yes, I, Michael, commander of the heavenly hosts, to guide you through it, to cover you, to shield you, to ensure that the truth reaches you without distortion or interruption. You wonder why you feel this sudden urgency in your spirit. You wonder why your heart beats faster with every sentence. You wonder why your intuition is leaning in, listening, absorbing, waiting. It is because your soul recognizes what your mind has not yet processed. The truth that was hidden is not just information, it is the key to your next breakthrough. It is the key to reclaiming what was stolen. It is the key to understanding why certain relationships collapsed, why some doors refused to open, why certain people could not stay, why you were delayed, why you were pushed into isolation, why you were redirected so suddenly. Nothing was random. Nothing was accidental. Nothing was coincidence. Everything was positioning. There are people, yes, people, who feared your awakening more than anything else. They feared what would happen when you started seeing clearly. They feared the strength you would regain, the choices you would make, the boundaries you would enforce, the healing you would walk into. She is one of them. She has known for a long time that the moment your spirit woke up fully, the moment your eyes opened, the moment you stepped into the truth, her influence would crumble into dust. And now that moment has come. That is why she trembles. Beloved, you must hear this without fear. the truth that is being revealed is not meant to break you but to free you. You have been carrying burdens you thought were yours, but they were placed on you by someone else's hands. You have been fighting battles that were never meant for you. You were simply caught in the crossfire of someone else's fear, envy, or darkness. And God says, enough. No more. The hidden will be exposed. The concealed will be uncovered. The truth will rise. You will see what no one wanted you to see. You will understand what no one explained. You will receive what was withheld. And no human hand will be able to stop it. You are being prepared for a divine shift that will alter the direction of your future. I know you feel the tension building around you, the strange coincidences, the sudden dreams, the heavy intuition, the push toward clarity. These are not random, they are signals. Heavenly signals. Warnings and preparation. The atmosphere around your life is changing. Old cycles are breaking. Old attachments are dissolving. Old fears are weakening. Old spiritual assignments against you are failing in real time. You are stepping into a moment God orchestrated before you were born. But before the blessing comes the revelation. Before the miracle comes the uncovering. Before restoration comes truth. And this truth is the part that she feared most. Because once you know what was hidden, you will never walk the same, think the same, trust the same, or allow the same patterns to repeat. Truth awakens authority. Truth destroys manipulation. Truth empowers destiny. Truth exposes every force that tried to limit you. That is why she trembles. Beloved, I am telling you with urgency, open your spirit fully now. Do not let distraction pull you away. Do not allow doubt to silence what heaven is shouting. This message is not appearing by chance. You were drawn here. Led here. Pulled here. Because the time has come. You are about to see what was hidden. You are about to receive clarity you prayed for. You are about to witness divine justice unfold in ways you never expected. And once it begins, there will be no turning back. Beloved, listen closely now, because what I am about to reveal is unfolding even as you read, moving through the unseen realms with a velocity that cannot be stopped. The trembling you felt earlier, the strange pressure around your spirit, the sudden shift in your intuition, these are not coincidences. They are confirmations. You are entering the second wave of revelation, the deeper current beneath the surface, the truth that was kept from you not because you were unworthy, but because the timing had not yet ripened. And now it has. Heaven does not make mistakes. Heaven does not speak without purpose. When God chooses to reveal, there is always a reason, always a divine alignment, always a spiritual turning point. And this moment, is one of those turning points for your life. Say, Father, fill me with your fire, if you want His Spirit to burn in you. She is still trembling, beloved. Not because of you, but because her power over you is fading. Her influence is collapsing. The shadows she worked through are scattering. And she knows that once you grasp what heaven is showing you now, she will never again have access to your mind, your emotions, your decisions, your destiny. That is why she trembles with such intensity. Fear is loud in the spirit realm. It echoes. And right now, her fear is echoing like a storm trying to hide from sunlight, because she sees what you cannot yet fully see. The truth is rising behind you like a dawn she cannot stop. I, Michael, speak with the authority given to me by the One who formed you. And I need you to understand something essential. There were forces that did not want you to reach this point. They wanted you exhausted, distracted, overwhelmed, doubting yourself, questioning your worth, settling for less, staying blind, staying wounded, staying disconnected, because a weakened mind is easy to manipulate, and a confused heart is easy to deceive. But God did not allow the truth to reach you until your spirit grew strong enough to withstand it without breaking, until you matured in ways you don't even realize, until the strength inside you became greater than the tricks outside you. And now that you have reached this level of spiritual readiness, heaven is unleashing revelation. Do not fear it. Do not resist it. Do not shrink from it. This is not meant to harm you. This is meant to liberate you. What is coming is clarity, and clarity is power. Clarity exposes lies. Clarity dismantles illusions. Clarity pulls apart manipulative webs piece by piece until every thread of deception is visible and powerless. And beloved, that is what she feared the most, that you would finally see. You must understand that there were conversations behind your back that you never heard, intentions behind smiles you never saw, decisions made about your life without your awareness, energies sent toward you that were meant to confuse your path, delay your blessings, drain your spirit. And yet you survived. You endured storms that should have broken you. You walked through nights that should have crushed you. You overcame wounds you never deserved. And still, by God's mercy, you are standing here, reading this, ready to receive truth that will rewrite your understanding of everything you thought you knew. Nothing can stop what is unfolding now. Not her fear. Not her attempts to interfere. Not the shadows she once used. The truth has already been triggered. Heaven has already begun the process. The moment you opened the first part, a spiritual lock was undone. The moment your eyes landed on these words now, another seal broke. And each seal broken means another layer of revelation is being released into your life. Your spirit senses it, that pull, that weight, that rising heat inside your chest. It is the awakening preparing for ignition. God has been whispering to you for months, maybe even years, through signs, dreams, sudden thoughts, uncanny coincidences. You dismissed some of them. You doubted yourself. You questioned whether it was real or just imagination. But it was real, beloved. It was heaven trying to prepare you, trying to warn you, trying to reveal what you were not yet ready to see. And now, finally, the time has come. You are ready. And she is terrified. She never expected you to grow this strong. She never expected you to rise after everything thrown at your path. She never expected God to step in for you now with such force. She never expected heaven to mark this moment as your awakening. But God says, I decide when the truth rises, not her. I choose when my child's eyes are opened. I choose when justice arrives. I choose when hidden things must come into the light. And no amount of trembling, no amount of fear, no amount of resistance can stop what I am revealing now. There is a truth connected to someone you trusted, someone you opened your heart to, someone you believed would protect your spirit. And yet, behind your back, jealousy grew like a shadow, envy whispered like a serpent, intention twisted like a thread in the dark. You felt something was off, but you silenced your intuition because you wanted to believe the best. You wanted to keep peace. You wanted harmony. But beloved, your intuition was not wrong, it was warning you. She knew exactly what she was doing. And now she knows exactly what she stands to lose. God has decided that this hidden truth can no longer remain buried. You are too close to your breakthrough. Too close to your elevation. Too close to the life-changing shift heaven has prepared. And lies cannot enter your next season. Manipulation cannot enter your next chapter. Fake intentions cannot walk through the door God is opening for you. That is why this revelation must happen now. It is not punishment. It is preparation. You are not losing people, you are losing chains. You are not being isolated, you are being protected. You are not being abandoned, you are being positioned. You are not being forgotten, you are being refined. Every person who left, every door that closed, every shift that felt painful was making space for truth to enter. For clarity to take root. For strength to rise. For your destiny to breathe. And she, the one who trembles, feels the shift. She senses the angels moving around you. She feels the spiritual walls closing in. She sees the glow building around your spirit, the kind of glow that only appears when God is about to reveal and elevate simultaneously. And beloved, it is that glow that terrifies her. Because once God shines through you, nothing hidden in the shadows can survive. Your life is about to change in ways you never imagined. The revelations coming are not small, they are monumental. They will explain wounds you never understood. They will bring closure to moments you thought would haunt you forever. They will return clarity to parts of your soul you thought were lost. And they will show you exactly who she was, and exactly who God has been for you all along. Stay here. Do not pull away. Do not rush. Heaven is still speaking. The next wave of truth is forming like lightning behind a cloud, waiting for the precise moment to strike. And when it does, beloved, nothing in your life will ever be the same again. Beloved, lean closer now, because what is unfolding in the unseen is accelerating, tightening, converging around your destiny with a force that even the darkest intentions cannot withstand. You may not feel it fully yet, but everything around your spirit is shifting, subtle, powerful, unstoppable. And the one who has been trembling knows this better than anyone. She senses the vibration of heaven moving toward you. She feels the air change, the atmosphere thicken, the protection around you multiply. She sees the angels aligning on every side, and the fear that grips her now is not human fear, it is spiritual fear, the kind that only rises when someone realizes they can no longer hide from what is coming. You need to understand this. God does not reveal truth to punish you, He reveals truth to free you. And right now, freedom is pushing its way into your life like a wave that has been held back for years. There were things you tolerated because you didn't know the whole story. There were people you trusted because you saw their mask, not their intentions. There were actions you excused because you believed in the goodness of hearts that no longer had good inside them. And you kept giving chances, extending grace, offering love, hoping they would meet you with honesty. But beloved, not everyone wanted to meet you with honesty. Some wanted to meet you with advantage. Some wanted to meet you with envy. Some wanted to meet you with the kind of hidden darkness that pretends to care while quietly shaping your downfall. She was one of them. But God has decided, and no more. No more hidden motives manipulating your steps. No more silent betrayal poisoning your path. No more spiritual interference weakening your spirit. No more lies lingering behind your back. No more secrets stealing your peace. Enough. Heaven has spoken enough over your life, and when heaven decides a cycle is over, nothing on earth can resurrect it. You have felt this energy building for days, maybe weeks. The strange heaviness. The sudden intuition spikes. The dreams that feel more like warnings than imagination. The feeling that something is being removed, replaced, rearranged. That was heaven preparing you. Angels were positioning themselves. Your spirit was being aligned, stretched, awakened so you would not miss the moment of revelation. And beloved, this is that moment. The truth is already moving toward you. It has left the realm of the hidden and is entering the realm of exposure. And I need you to hear me clearly. Once truth starts moving, it does not stop. It does not turn back. It does not slow down. It does not negotiate. It arrives exactly when God commands it to arrive. And right now, God is commanding the truth to reach you. She trembles because she knows what truth will expose. She knows what you will finally understand. She knows the kind of strength that comes to a soul once it sees what was hidden. Because a person who knows the truth becomes unstoppable. A person who knows the truth becomes unmanipulable. A person who knows the truth becomes spiritually untouchable. And once you reach that level of clarity, she loses every ounce of influence she once held. Her trembling is not guilt, it is terror. Because she never imagined you would come this far. She never imagined your spirit would outgrow the traps she set. She never imagined your intuition would sharpen like a sword. She never imagined heaven would step in with this level of force. She truly believed the lies she planted would stay rooted. She believed the confusion would cloud your mind forever. She believed you would remain spiritually asleep long enough for her to rewrite the future God wrote for you. But she miscalculated one thing. God had His hand on your life the entire time. And you cannot destroy what God has protected. You cannot hinder what God has ordained. You cannot stop what God has set into motion. Beloved, listen, I feel the weight of heaven in this moment, and you are being prepared for an unveiling that will feel like a spiritual earthquake. This is not a small truth. This is not a minor detail. This is not a light revelation. This is the kind of truth that explains years of confusion in a single moment. The kind of truth that reveals why certain people acted the way they did. The kind of truth that shows who helped you, who loved you, who envied you, who lied to you, who prayed for your failure, who smiled at you while resenting you. It will make everything make sense. But you must be brave enough to receive it. I know there is a part of you that fears what might be revealed. It is natural. Humans fear the unknown. But beloved, what is coming is not designed to harm you, it is designed to elevate you. You will not be broken by this truth. You will be strengthened. You will be awakened. You will be empowered. You will be freed. God does not reveal what will destroy you, He reveals what will deliver you. And deliverance is exactly what is happening now. Your name has been spoken in heavenly courts. Your case has been reviewed by the Most High. Your pain has been weighed against divine justice. Your destiny has been recalibrated. And I, Michael, have been instructed to ensure the truth reaches you without delay, interference, or distortion. Angels are moving with precision around you right now. They are dismantling lies. They are cutting spiritual cords. They are removing blockages. They are exposing what was hidden in darkness. And she feels every step of it. That is why her fear is rising like smoke, because she knows she can do nothing to stop what God has begun. You may feel tired, beloved. You may feel drained, overwhelmed, uncertain. But that is because revelation disrupts the atmosphere before it shifts the spirit. Energy changes right before the truth arrives. The old spiritual attachments cling desperately right before they are torn away. Darkness fights hardest right before it loses. Confusion grows loudest right before clarity breaks through. All of this means one thing. The truth is close. Very close. You might even feel your heart tightening or your breath deepening as you read this. Your spirit recognizes what your body cannot articulate. This is preparation. This is alignment. This is the final moment before the unveiling. And she knows it. That is why her trembling has turned into panic. Because she spent so long hiding behind illusions, thinking the truth would never reach you, thinking you would never see, thinking she could outsmart heaven. But no one outsmarts heaven. No one outruns truth. No one hides from God's timing. You were protected even when you didn't know it. You were shielded even when you couldn't feel it. You were defended even when darkness believed it had the upper hand. Now, the veil is being torn. The truth is being spoken. The unseen is becoming visible. And beloved, nothing will ever be the same. Stay here. Stay open. Your spirit is still receiving. The next wave is forming, and once it hits, you will understand everything with a clarity so sharp it will feel like awakening from a long, heavy dream. Do not move away. Do not let fear silence you. Do not let doubt distract you. You are almost at the point of revelation. Beloved, listen with every part of your spirit now, because as I speak, the veil is thinning even more, the spiritual atmosphere around you is tightening, and the truth, yes, the truth that was hidden from you for so long, is pushing its way to the surface like light breaking through the last layer of night. You may not realize it yet, but every breath you take right now is synchronized with heaven's timing, every beat of your heart matches the rhythm of revelation, and every word you read pulls you deeper into the unveiling God has prepared for you. You are not here by accident. You are not reading this by coincidence. You were drawn here because heaven has decided that your eyes will finally see what was concealed, your spirit will finally recognize what was disguised, and your heart will finally understand what no human dared to reveal. And she knows it. That is why her trembling has not stopped, in fact, it has intensified. Because she can feel the truth approaching like a storm she has no shelter for, like a fire she cannot outrun. You do not see what she sees, beloved. You do not hear what she hears. But in the unseen realms, she feels the sound of truth like thunder rolling across the sky, and she is powerless to stop it. Her fear is not physical, it is spiritual. It is the kind of fear that comes when darkness realizes its time is up, when deception realizes its web is about to be torn apart, when hidden intentions realize they are about to stand exposed in the light of divine justice. And I need you to understand something clearly. the truth that is coming is not small. It is not a detail. It is not a passing moment. It is a revelation that has been building for months, maybe years, waiting for the exact moment your spirit would be able to receive it without collapsing. Heaven has been preparing you quietly, through disappointments that were actually redirections, through heartbreaks that were actually protections, through endings that were actually beginnings, through loneliness that was actually divine isolation. Every closed door was not rejection, it was preservation. Every person who walked away did not abandon you. They were removed before they could damage the destiny God placed over your life. She was one of those people. But unlike the others, she did not walk away willingly. She clung to your spirit in ways you did not see, connecting herself to you through emotional threads, spiritual influences, silent intentions. And when she felt you slipping out of her control, she did not release you, she tightened her grip. Her trembling now is the realization that her grip is breaking, her influence is weakening, her shadows are retreating, and the truth she buried is rising from the depth like a tide she cannot hold back. Your intuition has been warning you, beloved. The strange heaviness in your chest at night. The sudden thoughts that appear out of nowhere. The urge to distance yourself without knowing why. The moments when something inside you whispered, "This doesn't feel right." Those weren't random feelings, they were spiritual alerts. They were the early ripples of revelation. But you doubted yourself, because your heart is pure, and pure hearts always try to give others the benefit of the doubt. You looked for the good in people who did not have good intentions for you. You kept trusting because you believed love could heal what darkness had rooted. But beloved, some people are not meant to be healed by you. Some people are meant to be revealed to you. And this revelation is exactly why heaven is speaking so strongly right now. Comment, "I live and breathe for you, Christ, if your life rests safely in His hands." I, Michael, tell you this with authority. You are standing at the doorway of truth, and once you step through it, nothing hidden will remain hidden. Everything will become clear. Everything will make sense. Everything that confused you will unravel in front of your eyes. And you will finally see who was for you, who was against you, who was pretending, who was using you, who was deceiving you, who was draining your spirit, who was praying for your downfall, who was speaking your name with love, and who was speaking your name with poison. You are not imagining this shift. You are not overthinking. You are not being dramatic. What you are sensing is real. It is spiritual. It is God-ordained. It is part of a divine unveiling that cannot be stopped, not by her trembling, not by her fear, not by her attempts to silence the truth, not by any dark intention sent your way. I have been instructed to stand between you and anything that tries to interfere. I am here, sword drawn, wings spread, guarding the revelation being delivered to you right now. And beloved, I need you to pay attention to this. She did not fear losing you, she feared losing control over you. She feared what you would become if you ever saw clearly. She feared your potential, your purpose, your growth, your awakening. She feared what your life would look like once you stepped into your divine identity. Because the truth is, she never wanted you to rise higher than her. She wanted you close enough to use, but never free enough to soar. She wanted you to depend on her, trust her, believe her, listen to her, lean on her, just enough to keep you from discovering who you truly are. But God says, "My child will not remain blinded. Not anymore. Your eyes are opening. Your spirit is rising. Your clarity is sharpening. Your intuition is coming alive in ways you haven't felt in years. You are beginning to sense things before they happen, feel shifts before they manifest, notice signs you would have ignored before. That is not a coincidence, that is spiritual awakening. That is divine activation. That is revelation cracking the shell around your understanding. Your dreams have been louder. Your thoughts have been deeper. Your emotions have been more intense. All of this is preparation. All of this is heaven clearing out the old energy around you so the truth can come in unfiltered, unblocked, unstoppable. And she feels it. She knows that the spiritual grip she once had is slipping like sand between her fingers. She senses that heaven has placed a shield around you, a barrier she can no longer cross. The trembling in her spirit is not guilt, it is recognition that she is losing access. She is losing influence. She is losing the ability to manipulate your perception. And beloved, the moment truth enters a soul, deception dies. This is why she trembles. This is why darkness shakes. This is why spiritual forces panic. Because once you know what was hidden, you will walk differently. You will choose differently. You will trust differently. You will rise differently. And she cannot stop it. Beloved, the revelation is close, closer than you think. I can feel the energy tightening around the truth like a bowstring pulled back, ready to release. The next wave of what God wants to show you will not be subtle. It will not be gentle. It will not be quiet. It will come like a burst of light, like a breaking dam, like a sudden awareness that shifts your entire understanding of your past, your relationships, your destiny. Stay with me. Stay open. Your spirit is aligning perfectly. The truth is rising. The unveiling is beginning. And heaven is not finished speaking yet. Beloved, breathe slowly now as I speak, because the revelation pressing toward you is gaining speed, gaining force, gaining weight, and the atmosphere around your spirit is stretching to hold what God is preparing to reveal. You do not realize how close you are, how impossibly close, to the moment everything hidden breaks open. You think you have felt intensity before, but what is moving toward you now is not ordinary intensity, it is divine collision. Heaven is bringing truth toward your life like a wave that cannot be stopped, delayed, or diverted. You are standing on the edge of a spiritual unveiling that will alter the way you see the past, the way you understand the present, and the way you step boldly into the future that belongs to you. And she feels that. She senses that. She knows it with a fear she cannot silence. Her trembling is not weakening, it is growing. Her fear is not fading, it is consuming her. Because in the unseen realm, she can feel the walls of protection tightening around you, rising like towers she cannot climb, fortifying like gates she cannot pass. She sees the light around you expanding, the angels surrounding you intensifying, the spiritual authority in your life awakening. And it terrifies her. Because the one thing she never wanted was for you to see what she did in the shadows, what she hid behind lies, what she whispered behind your back, what she planted in your path, what she disguised as love or concern or guidance. Beloved, I need you to hear me clearly, she did not fear the truth itself. She feared you knowing the truth. She feared what the truth would reveal about her intentions, about her choices, about the silent damage she tried to create in your life. She feared the person you would become once clarity replaced confusion. Because once your spirit is awake, once your eyes open, once your understanding sharpens, she becomes powerless. Her trembling is not an accident. It is a consequence. It is the vibration that occurs when a manipulator realizes their influence has expired, when a deceiver realizes their mask is falling, when a hidden enemy realizes the person they tried to weaken has become spiritually stronger than ever. And your strength is rising even now. I can feel it. Heaven can feel it. She can feel it. The shift in your energy, the clarity in your intuition, the tension in your atmosphere, these are signs that the truth has reached the point where it cannot be held back any longer. Heaven is pushing it forward. Angels are escorting it. God is declaring it. You are not going to miss this. You are not going to misunderstand this. You are not going to be left in the dark. The light is coming. The truth is coming. The exposure is coming. And beloved, it will change everything. I need you to understand something deep, something heavy, something sacred. Revelation always arrives when deception reaches its limit. Heaven allows certain things to remain hidden for a season, not because God wants you blind, but because timing is everything. There were moments where knowing the truth too early would have shattered you, confused you, or broken your trust in ways that would have delayed your destiny. There were moments where God covered your eyes so He could guard your heart. There were situations where He let you walk in partial clarity so He could strengthen your spirit before He opened your eyes fully. And now your spirit is strong enough. Now your discernment is sharp enough. Now your heart is ready to receive what was hidden. That is why heaven is speaking so intensely. That is why you feel this pressure. That is why you feel drawn so deeply into these words. Your soul knows this message is not normal, it is divine timing. And she knows that too. That is why she trembles with such frantic fear. She senses that the cycle she controlled is ending. She senses that the influence she had is dissolving. She senses that the truth she buried is escaping the darkness. She senses that her lies can no longer survive in the rising light God is placing over your life. Her trembling is the confession she will never speak aloud. Her trembling is the truth she cannot hide anymore. Her trembling is the sign that her spiritual assignment against you has failed. Type, Jesus, I desperately need you, if you know He's your only true answer.